Hi everyone, today we're going to go over what you missed in class if you were not here on Monday or Tuesday, or if you just forgot or came in late. First, we would like you to go to your Google Classroom page and find our integrated science page. The integrated science page will look something like this. It'll have some kind of a banner on there, and what we would like you to do is always click on the class work page. In Google Classroom, there is a class drive folder available to you. This is where we would like you to store all of your work for our class. Each of your classes in Google Classroom has a class drive. So whether that's our science class, if you have a math class or an English class, you have a folder for each class already designated. Please utilize that, and we will show you how to do that when you are making copies of assignments and how to move those into the correct spot. Each of our units has its own topic, so you can scroll through there and kind of see the information that's provided for you there. But the place where we will want you to go all the time to see what we have for class is the Google Site link. Let's go ahead and click that. I teach 2 different integrated science classes, so depending on which one you're in, it looks really similar. So go ahead and click on that. And then the first thing I want you to do is click this star at the top. That will bookmark your page. You don't have to leave it the full name. You can change that to just science, or it could even say IGS for integrated science. That way it makes the name a little bit shorter on there for you. And then you click done. I'm going to click remove because I already have it posted somewhere else. Both Google Site pages look very similar. So this one is for our Code Talk class. Take a moment to peruse it when you have a chance, but we're going to go through some of the key steps and places that you will want to explore and you will want to use. So this first part is where you will jump to our current unit page. Down here are our calendars for our synchronous remote learning. And our remote learning connection time is underneath that. A nice little video about why we should be wearing masks is just below with Bill Nye. And then this is the important part. Underneath that, on both sites, there are Google Meet links. Those Meet links are designated for which period you belong to. So if you are in 3rd period, you will use this Meet link. If you're in 5th, you'll use this, and so on. Underneath that, we have some Google Meet etiquette that would be helpful for you to utilize while you are in Google Meet, either with us or with any other class. Some big ones that we like to make sure you remember is that make sure that you are on time. You have 10 minutes between class. Make sure you get up early enough. I do have a 1st period, and then we also have a 5th period that starts the day off on Tuesday and Friday. So please make sure that you give yourself enough time to get ready, eat, go to the bathroom, whatever it is that you need to do. Always come in muted. That helps with alleviate some of the distractions, and headphones or earbuds or whatever it is. Those are always helpful to help us hear you better. Utilize that chat when there's 2 teachers in the room. It's nice because the one teacher could be talking, answering questions verbally, and one of us will be on the side chat answering questions that way. Please make sure that you are respectful. We don't want any problems with that. Next is our virtual assignment notebook. If you're somebody who has a difficult time staying organized, this is an assignment notebook that you will want to use. You're going to get Porter planners this year. If you click this link, it will force you to make a copy. And then this video here shows you how to use it. Very simple, very easy, straightforward to the point, but it's a good place for you to keep all of your information. Below that is an e-textbook. If you should choose to use that, you can use that to kind of look up more information. And then down here on the bottom are links to some important things. Our academic support services, if you should need help. Return to school plan. We know things have been changing, so please feel free to click there if need be. Our school calendar, there are some changes that are being made to that. I believe it was approved the other day at the school board meeting, so that's a good link to that. Our Google Classroom page is linked here. And then Infinite Campus Portal is just next to that. Infinite Campus is where all your grades will be stored. Grades will be updated frequently. If it comes a couple of days and something still hasn't been updated or put in, please make sure you email me. If you're in our co-taught class, please make sure you email both Ms. Laporte and I, and you can do so by just clicking the button right next to that. This one says contact Ms. Laporte and Ms. Case. The one for my other class says just contact Ms. Case. Next is where you can find your assignments for this week. You have to get your syllabus signed and also the getting to know you form. Please make sure that you turn those in. Those will be seen on this page. So as we go through those, we'll go through that a little bit more in depth on Thursday and Friday. There's a link on both pages to submit that work. And then our Remind app, please make sure you sign up for Remind. That's how we will push out your work for the week. And then just below that is your Getting to Know You. As soon as you complete those, we will be putting in the grades so that you will know if you've done it or not. Hopefully you know that. So go ahead and make sure that you are doing that. The next page is the Getting to Know Who We Are as Teachers. And then the next spot is our semester one. This is an overview about our semester. Each of these will be linked to the unit page. So our first unit will be Intro to Essential Skills, and so on down through the bottom. If we are not doing that this year because our timeline will not allow it with this crazy schedule that we have, we will indicate that there as well. And then at the bottom is our working calendar for the first semester. We have a rough idea of everything we would like to teach for semester one. So that is kind of laid out and will change according to what is needed. So go ahead and jump to Introduction of Essential Skills. This is what a normal unit page will look like. You will be given a glimpse of the calendar for the week. And each of those words on the page there, if it's in different colors, all mean something. So what's in black will be the activities that we do that day in class. The purple is what is for homework. And the pink is what is due. We also have some maroon just in case you forget who is coming when, or what periods are happening which days. Those are also on there for you. There will always be a week in preview. This week in preview will give you an update about what is happening that week, what's due that week, what our expectations are for that week, and that will also be pushed out through the Remind app. So please make sure that you sign up for that Remind app. Below that is our unit calendar and our question of the day, but I believe we just decided today we're going to take out that question of the day and do that at the beginning of our Google Meet time with you when we are live together synchronously. Underneath that is our slides and our notes. So we prefer that you make a copy of those notes and take them based on the slides first. And then what you will do is you will go to the Edpuzzle and listen to the lecture. On the lecture and Edpuzzle, we will not only go over what's going on in the slides, but we'll give you examples, we'll give you tricks, we'll give you tips, we'll give you helpful hints. We'll go into a little bit more depth, and that's when we want you to take those notes, additional notes on your notes page besides just what's on that PowerPoint. Let's go back up to the top here, your Google Notes. The Google Notes will do a forced copy, so we're going to go through that really quick. It'll force a copy for you. You're going to make a copy. And then this is how we're going to stay organized. Once it's made a copy, go up there and change that name. And I normally like to just put in my last name and press enter. And we're not going to leave it there because what happens is when you make a copy, it just goes into your general drive. And then you have a whole bunch of made a copy of worksheets, assignments, notes, whatever it is. So instead, we're going to get you organized this year. We want you to click this move button. That move button will take you to your drive. You'll click my drive on yours. The next thing you will click on yours will say classroom. I have it kind of hidden a little bit in my drive, but you'll click classroom, and then you'll find our integrated science class. Once you get into the integrated science class, you can make a folder. You can make a folder that says Intro to Essential Skills. And then you'll put that inside that folder. You'll just say, move here. Are you sure? Of course. So now you have it located in a perfect spot. We will be making folders for each of the units we are in, and then you can have it all in one spot. These folders, I think of like those paper folders you have. You don't want those to get too thick or have some math in with English, with science. It gets too chaotic. So we're going to really try to get you organized and make sure you have everything where it needs to be. Then you just go ahead and take those notes. It'll tell you when there's video notes to watch and so on. All right. And then after the Edpuzzle lecture, you're going to see your assignments for your class. You'll click on the one that's appropriate for you. It'll take you to the Google Classroom page. And then at the bottom here are useful links. These useful links are here to help provide additional information or clarity for the topics that we are working on. There's also Quizlets for each unit. Each unit has tons of vocabulary. And science is huge on vocabulary. If you don't know what we're meaning when we say the word ion or isotope, that's important, because if you don't know those words, everything else is just going to go over your head or in one ear and out the other. So making sure that you know that vocabulary is imperative. So our suggestion is to study your vocabulary about 10 minutes a night, and that should get you on the good and ready to go when we're talking about that. Some units, not this one in particular, but most units, we have a Kahoot that would also be linked. We might have some quizzes practice or some other type of practice for you to use. That will also be posted there. I know that was a quick little rundown of everything that we have here, but please make sure that you have this page bookmarked. Please make sure you sign up for the Remind app links, and please make sure that if you ever have any questions, you click this button over here, whether it's in our quota with Ms. Laporte and myself or just in my instructional class. Make sure you're emailing us, asking us questions. We don't know if you have a question unless you ask. So thank you for your time, and I hope that this was helpful for you.